There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. So still 14 yards to go, second down. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Check three. Hey, look. Spread left.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away. Incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
Touch 50. Play out.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Touch 50.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
21.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
A very solid gain of 27. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
11.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Myers for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Garoppolo's not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
And the 49ers.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. That's a pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
56. Check 56. 6 man.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
7 on the play.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Field ripping there defensively.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
It's 3rd down.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
15 brings up 4th down.
Hey, gun. 12. Check 56. 3 balls.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick-6 last year, and he delivers another pick-6 right here. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
On the play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56 is the mic. Defense wins championship.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
1 yard.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
Yes, sir.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, D. Mike 56, Mike 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 56.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Tempo.
From the gun, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left on 2nd down. It's Carson, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
3rd and goal.
Myers' kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San
The
Francisco.
Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Carson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
He got 29 yards that time.
29 yards.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Winds up and lets it go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
21. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
46-yard line.
Here's Carson. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Go ahead.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 34-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now Carson fumbles the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him didn't won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The Seahawks on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 88 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Mike 56. Mike 56. That's a screen. Pass. Mike 56. 21.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Number 85, George Kittle.
George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 22-yard line.
2nd and 12.
Let's go, Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 11.
Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Do you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
13. Watch the twist.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
49er first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
First and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
9-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Footsteps coming, 'cause we coming for the check.
big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Down and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
Turnover on downs.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They run again with Carson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They run it with Carson. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win?